Shea Stadium in New York for Game 1 of the series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. And it should be a good one today, as Pete Falcone of the Mets will take on Doyle Alexander of the Atlanta Braves. Let's go ahead and go over the statistics here so far. Since the Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Houston Astros here on the channel, the Philadelphia Phillies now have a one-game lead over the New York Mets as we enter play today. We're going to take a look at the stats as they pull up. The Phillies own a half-game lead over the Pirates, a one-game lead over the Mets, and a six-game lead over the Expos. So the Mets need a win today to stay within a half-game lead of first place. Again, this is a tough series. They will be playing the Braves today. Atlanta is 45-52. They are 16.5 back of the Houston Astros. They are 20-25 on the road. They are 14-16 in one-run games. They've won 6 out of the last 10. They've won 2 in a row. The New York Mets are 55-42. They're 29-21 at home. They are 17-9 in one-run games. They lost 6 out of the last 10, and they lost their last game. So far on this current schedule, let's see if we can give you some more records here for you. We'll take a look at the grand totals. The Mets are second in the NL in average at 280, while the Atlanta Braves are second to last. They're only hitting 246. This has been a tough Brave team to hit. The Mets so far is sixth in the league in ERA, 3.68. That's just above the league average, while the Atlanta Braves are just above the Mets at 3.59. So they've had a successful pitching here, just their offense has kind of sputtered along. Ready to go. It's Pete Falcone taking on Doyle Alexander, ready for first pitch of this important series for the New York Mets at the end of July of 1980. Glenn Hubbard will lead off. And let's get to baseball here. So the Mets defensively be Steve Henderson left, Lee Mazzilli in center, Claudel Washington at right, Joel Youngblood at third, Frank Tavares at short, Doug Flynn at second, and Mike Jorgensen at first. Alex Trevino now is the everyday catcher, and on the mound is Pete Falcone. He's 4-4, 4.45 ERA, 92 hits in 85 innings. Pete Falcone's last start, we'll give you those numbers and how he did. His last start for the Mets was a loss. He lost it on the 23rd of the month. He went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He has not won since the 6th of June, so he's been a little bit of a struggle lately. A lot of no decisions. Here's Glenn Hubbard to lead off for the Braves, to be followed by Murphy and Chambliss, and then Matthews, Horner, Burrows, Benedict, Gomez, and then Alexander. Here's Glenn Hubbard leading off for the Braves. First pitch underway. 4-10 righty fly ball. Oh, that is a ballpark single. So here in New York at Shea Stadium, ballpark singles are a 1-7. It is going to be a 2. That's a base hit for Glenn Hubbard. So Glenn Hubbard leads off the first inning with a base hit. Let's look at Glenn. He is starred. Picked off on a 12. He can get a good jump. Let's see if he does. Does he get the good jump to start the game? Yes, he does. So he gets the jump. He'll get the lead on a 1-14. And it's a 6. And Glenn Hubbard steals second base. So the Braves start off with a single and a stolen base. And now here's Dale Murphy. 269, 18 homers, 50 RBIs. Big right-handed hitter. Falcone from the stretch. Trevino sets the target. Here's the pitch. 4-9 is a fly ball right field. That's Washington. He comes in, makes the catch for the first out. Glenn Hubbard should hold. Nope, he could go to third on a throw. Let's see. And he'll be safe on a 1-12 as long as it doesn't roll to 20 And, ooh, it's a 16. Good throw by Washington. Holds Hubbard at second. So with one out, here's Chris Chambliss. Hitting .268, 12 homers, 34 RBIs. Left-handed hitter against the lefty Falcone. Trevino sets the target. Falcone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Lefty fouls out behind the plate. That Trevino comes in, makes the catch for the second out. So Hubbard still stranded at second. Brings up the Sarge, Gary Matthews. Hitting .287, 8 homers, 35 RBIs. Falcone from the set. Hubbard takes the lead on second. And here's the pitch to the Sarge. 5-7 is a strikeout looking. So Pete Falcone gets out of the first inning. No runs, one hit, a stolen base, one left at the end of one half inning of play. No score. So the Mets lineup will be Lee Mazzilli leading off in center, followed by Frank Tavares at short. Claudel Washington in right, followed by Joel Youngblood at third. Mike Jorgensen at first, Steve Henderson in left, Alex Trevino behind the plate, Doug Flynn at second, and Pete Falcone batting ninth and pitching. For the Braves, it's Burrows, Murphy, Matthews, and it's Horner, Gomez, Hubbard, Chambliss, and Benedict. On the mound is Doyle Alexander. He's 5-8, 3.92 ERA, 116 hits in 131 innings. Let's give you the stats on Alexander's last couple appearances and see how he's done. He lost his start back on July 19th, pitched 7 innings. On the 23rd of the month, his last start, he had a no decision, going 7 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, and 4 earned. Here's Mazzilli. He's hitting .319, 17 homers, 54 RBIs. So Alexander winds up, and here's the pitch. 6-2 lefty ground ball down to first. That's Chambliss. Takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. So now here is Frank Tavares hitting .318, no homers, 35 RBIs. He's added 41 stolen bases. Benedict sets the target. Alexander with the windup and the pitch. 1-6, fly ball left field. That will be Burrows. Comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Claudel Washington. We talked about this before. He needs to get hot. .221 hitter, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Benedict sets the target. Alexander to wind up. Here's a pitch. 5-10 lefty is a catch. X. As behind the plate is Benedict. He should make this catch. Benedict is a 2-1. Benedict on a 20 will get out in front of the plate. He fields it, throws him out, and Washington is retired. Mets go 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the second. No score here at Shea. For the Braves, Bob Horner, followed by Jeff Burrows and Bruce Benedict, the bat for the Braves. Horner hitting .272, 22 home runs, 66 RBIs. Had that huge home run in a walk-off fashion against the Mets in Atlanta. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-4 lefty. That's a ballpark single. So it's a 1-7 to get the single. Let's take a look at the 20. It's a 13. It's a line drive at Tavares for out number 1. So for the Braves, it'll be Jeff Burrows, 209, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs. Right-handed bat. Hit against Falcone. Falcone gets the sign from Trevino. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-8 lefty. It's a fly ball center field. He may have swung out ball 4. Mazzilli's there. Comes in and makes the catch for the second out. Here's Bruce Benedict. Hitting .260, 2 homers, 23 RBIs. Good receiver behind the plate. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the windup and the pitch. 3-12 popped up to the shortstop. That's Tavares. Comes in, makes the catch, and the Braves go 1-2-3. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Here's one of the hottest hitters in baseball, Joel Youngblood, hitting .339, 8 homers, 59 RBIs. Right-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher, Alexander. Benedict sets the target. Alexander the windup. 5-6, ground ball to third. That's Horner. throws him out to Chambliss, out number 1. So Youngwood starting to bring his average down. Here is Mike Jorgensen, 266, 7 homers, 44 RBIs. Both are kind of career highs. In 1980, he had 7 home runs and 43 RBIs. Benedict sets the target. Alexander with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-4, and he draws the walk. So a 1-out walk for Jorgensen. Not really speedy. Probably won't be held. He won't be held. And here's Steve Henderson, hitting .293, only 2 home runs, 31 RBIs, along with Claudell Washington. So it really need to increase the power numbers. Benedict sets the target. Alexander from the stretch. Jorgensen taking a medium lead. 1-10, ground ball to short. That's hit at Gomez. He flips it to Hubbard over the Chambliss and a double play. 2 for the price of 1. We go to the third. It's no score. So for the Atlanta Braves in the third, Luis Gomez, Doyle Alexander, and Glenn Hubbard. Gomez, a right-handed batter against the left-handed pitching Falcone. Trevino behind the plate. Falcone with the wide and delivers 2-11 lefty ground ball to first. Jorgensen has it. He'll take it to the bag himself for the first out. Here's 1 out. And it'll bring up Alexander, 181 hitter, no homers and 3 RBIs. Trevino sets the target. Falcone lines up. Here's the pitch. 1-7, ground ball to short. How about that? He swung at it, hits it right at Taveras, picks it up, and throws him out for out number 2. So with 2 outs, here's back to Glenn Hubbard. He's 1 for 1, has the only hit of this ball game so far, and he stole second. Trevino behind the plate. Falcone gets the sign, and there's the pitch to Hubbard. 2-5 is another walk. So Hubbard on base for the second time, and again, he'll have a chance to run a little bit if he wishes. So a 2-out base runner. Here's Murphy. Hot bat in the lineup. Let's see if he tries to get this stolen base or not. Hubbard will take the lead, and he does not get it. So Hubbard is going to be held on. Does not get a good lead. Murphy now gets the bat against the left-hander. Trevino sets the target. Falcone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-8 is a fly ball center field. Mazzilli's there. Comes in, makes the catch, and the Braves are retired. No runs, no hits, a walk. 1 left. Go to the bottom of the third. No score. And Doyle Alexander working here in the bottom of the third inning. We'll pitch to Trevino, Flynn, and Falcone. Trevino hitting .317, no homers, 17 RBIs. Benedict sets the target. Alexander with the windup. That's a 2, that's a 10 to right. He struck him out. So the veteran Doyle Alexander gets the job done with 1 out. And now here's Doug Flynn. Flynn, 231, no homers, 23 RBIs. Benedict sets the target. Alexander wind up. Here's the pitch. 4-7, and that's a single 1 to 4. That is not going to be a base hit. That's going to be a 6. That's a line drive right at Gomez. Out number 2. So 4-7, and then rolled a 6, and does not meet the criteria for the hit. That's 2 outs. And now it's Pete Falcone, 146 hitter. He's up here with 2 outs. Alexander's pitched to the minimum. Benedict sets the target. Alexander the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-6. Ground ball down the third. That's an easy 5-6. The ground ball to third. Oh, it's a ground ball. Oh, he's a lefty. 5-6. Got a ground ball to second. Good play by Hubbard. Picks it up and throws to the Chambliss. Ends the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, go to Mets. Pitchers duel here at Shea. No score. So now it'll be Chambliss, Matthews, and Horner against Pete Falcone. Mets needing a win to stay within a half game of the Phils. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the windup. Here's the pitch. 3-5 lefty ground ball down the first. Chambliss not starred. Jorgensen will take it to the bag himself for out number 1. 1 out here in the fourth. Here is Gary Matthews, 286, 8 homers, 35 RBIs. Struck out his first time up. Falcone gets a sign from Trevino. Here's the pitch to Matthews. That's a 2-7 ground ball to short. He just missed everything in that column. Picked up by Tavares and throws him out for a second out of the inning. Second out of the fourth, and here's Horner. Horner popped up his last time up. Trevino sets the target. Falco with the windup. Here's the pitch to Horner. 4-3 fly ball right field. That's Washington. Washington is a 3-7. 3 we've always said is problems. That's a 30% chance of getting a hit. Let's see, does he get it? No, it's a 16. He should field it. And he comes in with the catch on a 13. Yes, he does. Good catch by Washington. The Braves are out in order. 3 up, 3 down. Last of the fourth coming up. Still no score. So now here is Lee Mazzilli, followed by Tavares and Washington. The hit here in the Met fourth. Doyle Alexander has pitched to the minimum, has only given up 1 walk. Benedict sets the target. Alexander wind up to Mazzilli. 5-7 fly ball center field. That will be, Mazzilli's a lefty this time. He struck him out. So this time Mazzilli struck him out looking, and Mazzilli down on strike. So Mazzilli gets the backwards K. 1 away, and here's Frank Tavares. 317 hitter. Benedict puts down the side. Alexander the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-2 to a righty is a fly ball in the right field. That'll be Matthews. Comes in, makes the catch. 2 outs. So now here's Claudel Washington. 2 outs in the fourth. Washington ground out his first time. It's been all Doyle Alexander so far. Benedict sets the target. Alexander looks in, gets the side. Here's the pitch. 6-8 lefty. No, fly ball right field. Matthews there makes the catch, and the Mets go 3 up, 3 down again. We played 4. No score. 4 score many years ago. We still have a tie. Top of the fifth for Atlanta. As they go against Joel Youngblood, it will be, for the Braves, it will be Burrows, followed by Benedict and Gomez. Trevino sets the target. This is the point of weakness inning for Falcone. Trevino sets the target. Falcone the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-9 lefty is a double 1-4. No, nice catch by Steve Henderson. So a 2-9 lefty, only a 20% chance at a double, but 11 Henderson makes the catch. 1 away. So now here's Bruce Benedict. 0 for 1, popped up his first time up. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-8 righty, and he draws the walk. So a walk to Benedict, a 1-out walk. Benedict's on at first base. Catcher speed, not going anywhere. Gomez will bat. And let's see what they'll do with Benedict. They say they're holding him. Gomez the batter. Benedict can get the lead. So they may guard him. Let's see. So they'll let Benedict try to steal if he wants to here. So if I'm running the Braves, let's see. He gets it on a 5 and a 6. And it's a 70% chance. So he's going to let him steal. Let's see. Does he get the lead? No, he does not. So Benedict was trying to get a lead. So with 1 out, he's on. Here's Gomez. Trevino. He grounded out first time up. Trevino sets the target. Falcone for the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-4 to a righty is a fly ball center field. That's Mazzilli. He's a 2-3. All good. Let's see if he can make the big catch right now with 1 out. Mazzilli. And that is a 10. So Mazzilli makes that part of the catch a 12 and does 2 away. So here's Doyle Alexander. He has mystified the Mets through 4, and now he bats with runner on first and 2 outs. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the windup. 6-7. Alexander is a righty, and that is a single to left field for Doyle Alexander. Benedict will probably hold at second, having catcher speed 1-13, and he'll hold. So first and second with 2 outs, and here's Hubbard. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. Alexander Hubbard does not hit either yes or no with clutch. so he kind of hits the same. Trevino sets the target. Falcone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-7 righty and struck him out. So Falcone gets a big needed strikeout. No runs, a walk, a hit. 2 men left. At the end of 4.5, it is no score. So Falcone barely gets out of the 5th inning. So now it's Joel Youngblood followed by Jorgensen and Henderson. And boy, Doyle Alexander has been almost perfect. Youngblood ground out his first time up. Benedict sets the target. Alexander the windup. 1-5 is a strikeout with all that stuff in that one column. Holy cow. So Youngblood swung over a bad pitch. 1 out. Here's Jorgensen. He walked. He's the only Met runner so far. Benedict sets the target. Alexander windup. 5-7 lefty struck him out again. This time got Jorgensen looking. And that is out number 2. So with 2 outs, here is Steve Henderson. He's 0 for 1. Ground into a double play his last time up. Benedict sets the target. Alexander the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-8 ground ball to short. Boy, easy inning again. Gomez got it, throws them out, and the Mets go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 6th, no score. For the Braves, Murphy followed by Chambliss and Matthews against Pete Falcone. Again, he's in his point of weakness part of the inning. Trevino sets the target. Falcone with the full windup. Here's the pitch. 4-8, and that's a line drive base hit down the line. Picked up by Henderson. Murphy's going to go for 2. He's going to hustle, and he's in there with a double. Leadoff double for Dale Murphy. So Murphy on at second. Nobody out. Not yet tired, but here's Chris Chambliss. The left-handed hitter against the lefty Falcone. Runner on second, nobody out. 3rd hit for the Braves. Trevino sets the target. Falcone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-2, and that's going to be a single to center field. Let's see if that will score. Mazzilli's a +3. That'll make him a 1-17 to score. They're going to try to send Murphy in. They're going to try to throw for the lead runner. They're going to hold the trailing runners. Here's the throw. Not in time. Way offline by Mazzilli. And the Braves lead it 1-0. And already Falcone has hit the tired mark. So big RBI for Chambliss. And now here is Matthews. Runner on first. Nobody out. Mets need to win this here. Trevino behind the plate. Falcone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-11. Ground ball to shortstop. Taveras picks it up. Throws it to Flint. Back to first. Double play. 2-11. Lefty ground ball short. 6-4-3. So big 2 outs there. Here's Horner. See if he can get to the 6th inning. And then it'll be Trevino, Flynn, and probably a pinch hitter for Falcone in the 6th. Trevino sets the target. Falcone now winds up. Here's the pitch. 3-2. Line drive shortstop right at Taveras. So what an outing for Falcone. He gives them a run here in the 6th on a couple hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0 Atlanta. So now the Mets in danger here in the 6th inning. They do not have a hit in the hit column. And Falcone pitched masterfully, but he's getting out-pitched tonight. So Trevino 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Benedict behind the plate puts up the sign. Alexander looks in. That's a 3-9. It's a single for Trevino. So that's the first base hit for the New York Mets, METS. So Trevino keeps his hot hitting alive. He's on at first. First hit for the Mets here in the 6th. Mazzilli. Trevino's not going anywhere. They'll play behind him. Here's Flynn. So they're not there. So he stays a B bunting or stays a B hit and run. Pinch hitter for Falcone on deck. Benedict puts down the sign. Alexander from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-7. It's a single. 2 stars. The Mets really got something going. That will force Trevino to second. Goes to third. Oh no, that they do not take the extra base, and it's first and second. So first and second, nobody out. And the Mets will need a pinch hitter for Falcone here. So let's see who the Mets have on their bench. So let's see, who do they want to use? Could be Jose Cardinal. He's always been there for the Mets and getting at bats. He's a 2R. He's always one of the first guys. So Cardinal will come in. He's been up 45 times, a double and an RBI. So again, he's probably the tail end of his at-bats. But Cardinal will try to see what he can do here to work against Alexander. 2 on, nobody out. Benedict sets the target. Alexander from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-5, fly ball right field. Matthews is there, comes in, makes the catch, and that is out number 1. So Cardinal's retired. Here is Mazzilli. He's 0 for 2, ground out and struck out. Benedict sets the target. Alexander from the stretch. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Maz. 3-6 and works the walk, and the Mets have loaded the bases. So Mazzilli goes to first. The Mets have him loaded. And here is Frankie T. Frank Tavares. Boy, he had a red-hot year. He's flied out twice. Mets with a chance to take the lead. Tying runners 90 feet away. Trevino, Flynn, and Mazzilli are the go-ahead runners. Benedict sets the target. Alexander from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-7, no, and the corners are in, and this should be a double play. 2-7, ground ball to short. Gomez flips it to Hubbard. A Chambliss double play ends the inning, and the Mets could not score with the bases loaded, less than 2 outs. Hardship for the Mets. So when we'll go to 7th, Mets will need a new pitcher. Up for the Braves will be righties. So that tells me it might be time for Dyer Miller. So Dyer Miller will come in for the Mets. A golden opportunity is wasted. So in the 7th inning, Atlanta 1 run on 4 hits. The Mets no runs on 2. So here's Dyer Miller, 4R. So he pitches more effectively against right-handed batters. And that's what the Braves send up. Burrows, Benedict, and Gomez, and then Alexander in the 4th spot, and that can be pinch hit for if the Braves want to go to their bullpen. Let's look at the Brave bullpen, see if they come in fully loaded, and so Bradford can't come in. It'll be either Garber, Hannah, and that's it. Herboski comes in kind of fatigued, and so does Bradford. So it comes down, and so is Camp. So most of the Brave guys come in the last trip with fatigued arms, so either Garber or Hannah are your 2 guys they would probably bring in this game. So they have to get Alexander through in 1 more inning. We'll see. Burrows the lead off the 7th. He's 0 for 2. Trevino sets the target. Here is the pitch to Burrows. 6-8, ground ball to short. Dyer Miller got on the ground. Tavares comes up and throws a strike for the first out. So Burrows is out for the first out. Here is Bruce Benedict. He's 0 for 1. He's popped up and walked. Trevino sets the target. Dyer Miller looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 2-10 to a righty, ground ball to short. Easy play for Tavares. Picks it up and throws him out for the second out here in the 7th. So now here is Luis Gomez, 197, no homer, 17 RBIs, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Trevino sets in the target. Dyer Miller comes in, and here's the pitch. 2-3, ground ball down the 3rd, picked up by Youngblood, throws it across the diamond, and that's all for the Braves in the 7th. 1-0 Atlanta. So the Mets again will try this. Again with Alexander batting leadoff in the next inning. Let's see what the Braves have for some help here. This will be Washington leading off, so it will be a lefty, righty, lefty. So let's see Let's see what the Braves would do. So who else is a decent shortstop? And, ooh, Blank's not that good. And Royster doesn't play short. So now the interesting question becomes, does Lavelle Blanks end up have to come in? So here's Claudio Washington. He'll bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Doyle Alexander had been coasting. He's only given up 2 hits through 6. This is the fatigue inning for Alexander. Benedict sets the target. Alexander with the windup. 2-11 to a righty. And this one could be trouble. 2-11. Holy cow. Washington sent to the deep right field. Back goes Washington, or back goes Matthews, way back and gone. Goodbye. Home run. Claudio Washington is 3rd of the year, and the Mets have tied this up at 1. So finally, Claudio Washington gets a big blow, and the Mets tie it here in the 7th. So now here's Youngblood. So now Doyle Alexander in some trouble. Benedict sets the target. Alexander, the windup. 5-5 is a strikeout, looking for the first out. So Youngblood is retired for the first out. Here's Jorgensen. Jorgensen's 0 for 1 with a walk. Benedict sets down the target. Alexander with the windup. And that's going to be a 6-6 fly ball center field. Murphy's there. Comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. So now here's Steve Henderson. This is where the Mets can make some adjustments at the end of this inning. Benedict sets down the target. Alexander looks in and pitches. 5-3 to a righty. Fly ball left field. This could be trouble. That is Burrows. He got a late jump on it. He's a 4-7. That's a 1-11 for a single. Let's see. And no, Burrows comes in, makes good time, and makes the catch. Good catch from Burrows. And the Mets are retired. Let's go to the 8th. It's 1-1's your score. But the Mets are going to make some changes. The Braves will be setting up a pinch hitter. Elliot Matic will come in the game and take over the spot in the lineup for Steve Henderson. So Elliot Matic will go in and play. Third base, and then taking over for Joel Youngblood's spot will be Joel Youngblood. Youngblood will move from third to left field. This should make the Mets a little more better defensive team. Top of the 8th, 1-1's your score. Atlanta 1 run, 4 hits. New York 1 run, 3 hits. And now let's see who the Braves will send up as a pinch hitter. So 1-1's your score in the 8th. Dyer Miller still on the mound. Probably see if the Braves have a lefty kind of hitter on the bench. They do, and it might be Mike Lum. Mike Lum will come in. So Mike Lum will swing the bat. Mike Lum on the season, 154, no homers, 4 RBIs. So Trevino sets the target. Dyer Miller, the windup, now lefty-righty, 1-9 is a flying ball right field. He may have swung at ball 4. Washington comes in, makes the catch for the first out. So first out in the 8th. And now back to Glenn Hubbard. He's 1 for 2 with the walk so far. Trevino sets the target. Miller with the windup and pitches. 5-7 struck him out looking. Dyer Miller having a couple strong outings right now. So 2 outs. Here's Murphy. He got everything started for the Braves. Double back in the 6th. So he's 1 for 3. Trevino sets the target. Dyer Miller with the windup and delivers. That's a 6-8 ground ball to short. Tavares has got it, throws him out, and the Braves are done in the 8th. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 1-1. And now the Braves will need a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 8th inning of a 1-1 score. And they might have to stay away from. And they're going to Preston Hanna, so he looks like he's had the most strongest numbers. Garber still left out there. So it'll be Trevino, Flynn, and Miller. Probably a pinch hitter for Miller in that 9th spot. Benedict sets the target. Preston Hanna looks in. He's 1-3, 2.71 ERA. So now Hanna delivers the pitch to Trevino. So Trevino readies, and here we go for the bottom of the 8th. 3-6, and that's a line drive base hit for Trevino. He's 2 for 3. His bat continues to show and sparkle in the lineup. So that is going to be a 17th. So it's a long single for Alex. He's on at first, and they will play behind him as it'll be Doug Flynn, the batter. Pinch hitter Miller on deck. Flynn is going to still drop that bunt. Let's see if he's able to. He drops the bunt, and a perfectly executed bunt by Flynn. Picked up by Benedict, throws him out, and Trevino takes second base. Run second, 1 out. Being a pinch hitter for Dyer Miller. So let's see if the Mets can score, bring in their closer, and then they can pull off this late win. And they are going to go with Jerry Morales. So Jerry Morales gets the chance. He's a .219 hitter, 1 home run, 16 RBIs. Benedict sets the target. Hanna looks in, and the pitch. 4-5, ground ball is short. Gomez got it, looks back at Trevino. He holds, throws a strike to Chambliss for the 2nd out. So with 2 outs, here's Mazzilli. Mazzilli's 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked back in the 6th. Benedict sets the target. Hanna looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 4-6, ground ball the 2nd. He got him to hit the ball on the ground. Hubbard's got it, flips it to first, and the Mets leave a go-ahead runner on 2nd. Let's go to the 9th. It's 1-1. So now the Mets will need a new pitcher. Here, Mets cannot win a game, cannot use a closer to save right now, and which means Neil Allen will come in and pitch the 9th. So Neil Allen in the ball game for the Mets. Top of the 9th, both teams with 4 hits. Atlanta will send up Chambliss, Matthews, and Horner. Chambliss was the only RBI for the Braves that came back in the 6th inning. Trevino sets the target. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 3-5, ground ball the 2nd. That's Flynn, picks up and pitches at the 1st for the 1st out. So there's your 1st out in the 9th. Here is Gary Matthews, another tough customer. He's 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded out twice, including a double play. Trevino puts down the target. Neil Allen looks in and the pitch. 4-9er, and that is going to be a single left field off Neil Allen. So a base hit off Neil Allen, single left field. Matthews on. He can get a lead with the 6. Let's see, does he get the lead on a 6? No, he does not. Has to hold. So he's on at first with 1 out, and now here's Horner, 0 for 3. Trevino sets the target. Allen from the stretch. Matthews on at first. Here's the pitch. 3-4, fly ball right field. That is picked up by Washington. Makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs. Here is Burrows. Hang on 1 second, folks. We'll take a quick station identification break, and we'll be right back right after this. And we're back. Let's reset things here at Shea Stadium. Top of the 9th. The Braves, 1 run on 5 hits. The Mets, 1 run on 4 hits. The Braves have Gary Matthews on at first and 2 outs, and it brings up Jeff Burrows. So Burrows will bat against Neil Allen. We're ready to play again here. So here is Burrows. He's 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out. So let's see what he can do. Matthews being held on. Trevino behind the plate puts the sign for Allen. Here's the pitch. 5-10 Neil Allen, and that is a ballpark single 1-7. That is a 7 base hit for Burrows. Just gets it past the shortstop to Varus in left field And Matthews will stop at second, most likely. Let's see. No, he gets a chance to go to third, but he will not. He'll hold up, and the Braves have 2 on and 2 outs. Tough situation for Neil Allen there. And now here's Benedict. Oh, Benedict, 257 hitter, 2 homers, 23 RBIs. Is he the best offer so far here for the Mets? Let's see. The Braves will now look at their bench. They will have Bill Non-Rodney, the former guy on the White Sox. He can still catch a little bit. Biff Pocoroba is an option. So a couple different options for the Mets, for the Braves. They'll go with Biff Pocoroba. So Pocoroba will bat for Benedict. A little lesser of a defensive catcher, but he kind of can hit a little more in this situation. So let's see, first and second, 2 outs. Pocoroba hitting .304, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Trevino sets the target. Allen from the stretch, big pitch in a ball game. 6-9er is a strikeout and ends the inning. So Neil Allen gets a strikeout on the catcher Pocoroba. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 1-1. So the Braves again will put behind the plate Biff Pocoroba. He's a new catcher. Preston Hanna will stay in the game for the Braves here in the bottom of the 9th inning as the Mets attempt to walk it off. So here is Tavares, followed by Washington and Youngblood. Pocoroba put down the side. Hanna from the windup. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-8 fly ball center field. Tavares is upset. He throws the bat down. Murphy's there. Makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 out in the 9th. Here's Claudel. Has the only big hit of the ball game. It was a home run back in the 7th. Pocoroba puts down the target. Preston Hanna with the windup and pitches. 1-9 and struck him out. So Claudel Washington, 2 outs here in the 9th. And now we'll bring up Joel Youngblood. He has struggled a bit. 2 strikeouts in the ball game. Average now down to .336. He's been one of the more successful Mets so far. Pocoroba flash to the side. Hanna again with the windup and pitches. This will be a 6-7 to a righty. Ground ball second base. Hubbard pretty good. He's a 221. Let's see if he's able to make the play on it and go extra innings. Free baseball. 15 makes the play, but a 16 makes the play just in time. He bobbled it and threw him out. We'll have bonus baseball here at Shea. 1-1, we go to the 10th. So Neil Allen, I think the Mets are going to try to conserve Neil. So let's see who was the last Met to bat. It was Youngblood in left. Oh, they're not going to waste a good guy here. So the Mets has the possibilities of bringing Ed Glenn out, still on the roster, Tom Houseman, and Jeff Reardon. So they're going to go ahead and bring in Houseman in this case. He's pitched a lot, so he'll be the pitcher, but he'll also stay in his lineup spot. So most likely he'll be a 1-inning guy. So here is Gomez. He'll bat for the Braves. Gomez 0 for 3, 196. So maybe the Braves will pinch hit for Gomez with somebody here. Let's see, a right-handed pitcher. And they're going to bring in Blanks. He's a 1R. He's a 273 hitter. So Lavelle Blanks will bat for the Atlanta Braves. 273, 5 home runs, which is well above his pace, and 18 RBIs. Trevino sets the target. Houseman with the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-7. There's a shot in the gap for a base hit for Lavelle Blanks. That's a 9. That is a single for Blanks. He rounds first. Back to first he goes, and the Braves have a leadoff hitter. So boy, what an opportunity now for Atlanta. That's base hit number 7. Runner on first and nobody out. So now with Blanks aboard, Preston Hanna doing the job so far. Maybe asked to stay in the game and bunt. Let's see. They're trying to lay a bunt down. He stays in the game, lays a bunt down. Oh, 1-12. Get the short out at first, and Hanna does the job. So nice job there for Preston Hanna. And now here is Glenn Hubbard. Runner on second, one man out. Atlanta with the go-ahead runner on. Hubbard against Houseman. Trevino sets the target. Houseman from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-8 popped up the short. That's Tavares. Comes in, makes the catch. And out number 2. So 2 outs in the 10th. Here's Murphy. 1 for 4. A double back in the 6th. On deck hitters Chambliss. Trevino sets the target. Houseman looks in from the side. There's the pitch. 2-9 struck. Murphy out. Good job for Tom Houseman. He earned it. We go to the bottom of the 10th. It's 1-1. So now the Mets will send up the middle part of the order. New shortstop will be Lavelle Blanks, who got a base hit in his time up. Preston Hanna stays in the ball game since he was in there. He has been admirable today. 2 innings, 1 hit, and one strikeout so far. And he'll pitch against Jorgensen, Matic, and Trevino. So Jorgensen 0 for 2 with the walk. Pokerova puts down the sign. Hanna looks in and the pitch. 2-4 ballpark single lefties, a 1-7. That's a 19 line drive to Hubbard. 1 out. So 2-4. That is a line out. 19. So Jorgensen's out. 1 out in the 10th. Here's Elliot Matic. Matic came in defensively, played third. He's hitting 246, 1 homer, 33 RBIs, first at bat. Pokerova sets down the sign. Hanna looks in and the pitch. That's a 6-4 to a righty ground ball shortstop. That's Blanks. He is not good. He is a 4E48. So let's see, does he avoid, oh, he does not avoid the 4. Yes, he does, a G3. 13 makes the play. Blanks threw low, but Chambliss dug it out. 2 away. Nice job from Chambliss. And now here's Trevino. He's 2 for 3. 2 for 3. Now hitting 3 1/4. Pokerova sets the target. Preston Hanna full windup and pitches. 6-9 struck him out. Trevino down on strikes. Well, we played 10 here in New York. It is 1-1. So we flip the scoreboard around and blanket as we go to the 11th. 1-1. Atlanta 1 run, 7 hits. The Mets 1 run, 4 hits. Chambliss, Matthews, and Horner. He'll bat against Tom Houseman. He'll stay in the game till his spot in the order comes up, which will be next inning. Trevino sets the target. Houseman looks in. Here's a pitch to Chambliss. 6-6 ground ball second base. Flynn's got it. Flips it to first for an easy first out. 1 out in the 11th. Here's Matthews. He's 1 for 4. Single back in the 5th inning. Trevino sets the target. Tom Houseman, the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-2. Uh-oh. Fly ball. That is a ballpark home run. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone. Sarge. 10. Gary Matthews just homers deep in the skies in left field in the bullpen. And the Braves take a 2-1 lead as Gene Garber gets up in the Brave bullpen. So now Horner the batter. Oh, what a time for a home run there for Atlanta. Here's Horner. Trevino sets in the target. Houseman with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-7, fly ball center field. Mazzilli's there. Caps under it, makes the catch. So at 2 outs, here's Burrows. 2 outs for Burrows. Trevino sets the target. Houseman looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 6-5 from Houseman. It's a strikeout looking. So Houseman does his job, but he gives up a bomb to Matthews. We go to the bottom of the 11th. It's 2-1 Atlanta. So now new pitcher has to come in for Atlanta because he's not a closer. So let's see what the Braves will do. Probably will go to Gene Garber. So Garber comes in. Hanna the pitcher decision for Atlanta. Garber 4-1, 5 saves, 4.04 ERA, 77 hits in 62 innings. He's been hit hard a little bit. Lefties hitting better than righties. So it will be Flynn, followed by Houseman, and then Mazzilli. So a pinch hitter and then Mazzilli. So it should be righties, probably lefty-lefty if there's some lefties on the bench here for the Mets. Let's see who can bat for the Mets. All righties, Norman, Benton, and Allman are your only hitters. So Flynn will step up. Pokeroba sets the target. Garver looks in. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-4. Oh, he just missed it. Ground ball down the third. Horner's got it. Flaps it to first for the first out. So now I guess it will be a pinch hitter for Tom Houseman. One out here in the bottom of the 11th. And it will be Dan Norman. So he seems to be, gets the at-bats, the clutch ones. He has that power when he needs it. 222, 1 homer, 33 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. Pokeroba sets the target. Garver stares in. Here's the pitch. 2-3. Foul out behind the plate. Pokeroba there. Makes the catch. And that's 2 out. They're 1 out away from falling 1.5 back. And now here's Mazzilli. 0 for 3 with a walk. Walk back in the 6th. Mazzilli still has power versus right-handed pitching, but not as much as he does against lefties. So let's see what he hits here. Garber doesn't give up any bombs against lefties, so he's going to have to get on base somewhere. Pokeroba sets the target. Garber for the windup. Here's the pick. Do they stay in the game? 6-7 base hit Mazzilli. So Mazzilli's on, and boy, does he can get a jump. Garber's a +6. So it's almost automatic one way or the other. Let's see if Mazzilli can get a jump. 1-19 if he gets the jump. He can. He gets, game is over on a 20. And that's a 17. So he just gets in there. Pokeroba made a nice throw down there, but Hubbard unable to put the tag on. So the Mets, to stay in this game, now have the tying runner at second. And Mazzilli could go for it again. So -4 to hold, +6, +2. So it'll be a +4. So he gets the number. If he can get the lead, he'll go on an 18. He can go on a 15 or less. Do the Mets want to try to end it? Here we go. Does he get the lead? No, he does not. So Tavares bats. He's a non-clutch hitting person. 4 non-clutches on the card. Garver looks in. Pokeroba puts down the side. Big opportunity for Frankie T to get the big hit. 2-10. Ground ball to third. Horner's got it. Throws it across the diamond, and that's your ball game. The Atlanta Braves get the big win in this series by winning at 11 by the score of 2-1. The Mets will officially drop to 1.5 games in back of the Philadelphia Phillies. Winning pitcher was Preston Hanna. He goes to 2-3, goes 3 innings of 1 hit ball. Garber gets the save, 1 hit. Losing pitcher is Houseman, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. The home run that won this game, and that was to Gary Matthews. Other home run of the ball game was by Claudell Washington. That was the Mets' only run. That was hit in the 7th inning. Falcone pitched well, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Dyer Miller went a strong 2 innings, just a strikeout. And Neil Allen pitched an inning, only gave up 2 hits in his inning of work. But Tom Houseman gives up the big home run to Gary Matthews that wins it here at Shea. The Mets will now drop to 1.5 games in back of the Philadelphia Phillies. Let's take a look at our schedule before we take off here. And let's see if the Mets can maybe get a game back here. Again, it's going to be Larry McWilliams for the Braves and Mark Bombach for the Mets. And then the Cubs will play the Padres. The Reds will take on the Expos. That's Berini and Gullickson, so that's a good matchup. And then Joaquin Andujar pitches for the Astros versus Randy Lurch. The Pirates take on the Dodgers. That's Blyleven and Hooten. And the Cardinals and the Giants. And after that, the Mets and Braves will finish on a Wednesday night. And that's Tommy Boggs and Pat Zachary. Also, Nolan Ryan takes on Dick Ruthven. And John Candelaria versus Jerry Royce as your contending teams. We're all set and we're done so far. Then we go to August 1st, which is Friday, and the Mets will welcome in the hot Houston Astros once again. The Reds will be playing the Phillies, and the Pittsburgh Pirates will be home for the Padres. Those are your upcoming games. Please stay tuned for them. Again, this has been the Time Machine for a presentation of Major League Baseball 1980, the New York Mets replay. Any questions, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, folks. Final score, Braves 2, Mets 1, as we played 11 innings here at Shea Stadium.